must have been some party last night. Huh? Wait a minute. This isn't my house? Where am I? What am I doing here? Okay, calm down, Patrick. Try to remember what happened before you passed out. Let's see, I got all my Halloween specials and movie DVDs, and I got enough movies from the streaming service to last till Halloween night. This is a movie we're celebrating with its upcoming TV series. Was that me? What? What the? No! Help! Oh, that explains it. Wait a minute. Those pictures. These seats.
Mad Hair Patrick, welcome back.
Who are you?
My name is not important. For now on, just call me the Mastermind.
You again!
I hope you had a good night's sleep, because the next one is going to be permanent.
I'm gonna guess A, you want me to review the second Danganronpa video game, and second, you're gonna kill me anyway after I reveal my personal thoughts on the second game.
That's right. But first, a recap.
So if you saw my review of the first game, it had a good setup between hope and despair, some likable characters, nice animation, great puzzle solving, and some intense death scenes. The sequel became big as its predecessor with good sales and have an anime follow-up called Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak. But even if I did review the second video game, I'm still gonna spoil everything to you in exchange for my life, like the first victim killed was... What? The first person murder was... They were killed by... What's going on? Why can't I hear my own voice?
I put a tiny chip on the back of your neck to keep you quiet.
What?
If you ask me, you got stupidly lucky the last time we met. But that's not all it can do. And that was just the demo. The real deal is coming after the review. You're in my control this time, so start talking or I will immediately shock you until I see the bones inside your body.
Fine, I guess I had no other choice then. Welcome to another episode of the Wonder Reviews. Let's give it everything we got, again. This is Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. So like before, it opens with a narration by our main character. This time, it's Hajime Hinata. They're going on a field trip led by a stuffed rabbit named Usami, and she teleports them to Jabberwock Island, where their mission is to have fun, collect hope fragments, and befriend each other. But things don't turn out as planned because Monokuma comes in and takes over the island, leaving Usami powerless. And just like the first game, they are forced to play the killing game. If they ever want to leave the island, they have to kill someone and get away with it at the trial. But as always, they have to find a way to end the killing game without murdering someone. From the sounds of it, the plot is very similar to the first game, just add in an island and a rabbit. But there are some differences to avoid making it the same game. One is that they immediately spilled out the students lost their school memories in the first chapter, and they play a prominent role throughout the story. Not only do the memories make great motives for the killing game, but they also reveal secrets behind some of the characters.
Seriously, memory loss plots are so old hat nowadays. Only a total hack would wait until the end of the story to reveal a cliched twist like that.
There's also this side plot about the Future Foundation and a traitor that is hiding among them, and it makes you question what the Future Foundation is and are they really an ally or enemy. Another secret that is pretty interesting is the secrets of Jabberwock Island, including its origins and what it truly is. And seeing how it's a battle between hope and despair, the message of hope comes into play again, but this message is not quite the same as the first game. It has a double meaning between these two opposites. So even if they did copy some elements from the first game, as long as they add something new, it can expand the world of Danganronpa. And speaking of adding something new, they also add in some new characters. The main character Hajime, he is actually a much better protagonist than Makoto. Here, he has no memory of what his ultimate talent is, but when it does get revealed, it's quite surprising and you do sympathize him. In fact, his actual character does play an important role in the series. Oh yeah, it's unavoidable to talk about this guy, Byakuya Togami. When you see him for the first time, you're thinking to himself, why is he here? Didn't he already went through a previous killer game? And why did he let himself go? Well, they do explain his character, but it sometimes gets sidetracked. Not to give too much away, but there's a good twist behind this guy. The rest of the characters are also likable, and you do want them to survive the killing game. You have the eccentric Ibuki, the large and in charge Negumaru, the intimidating Peko, the intelligent Sonya, the power-hungry Akane, and the ultimate timid nurse, Mikan. There are some characters that go through a development and a bizarre charm. One development comes from Fujihiko. He started off as a gangster who wants to distance himself away from the others, but then he starts to realize he needs them more than he needs to survive. And then you got some characters with its own bizarre charm like Gundam Tanaka. He's the big shot who believes that he has what it takes to conquer the world. Now I know what you're thinking. This character is going to be super annoying like Max from Pocket Tail Island. No, that's not the case, because honestly, he is actually entertaining. I'm not kidding. Every time he's on screen, he talks about dark arts, he has some hamsters that are really useful in the investigations, and you hear him talking about he's a big time winner and laugh maniacally, and oh what joy! He's pretty much living in his own little world and the other students know about that, but you do want to join in on the fun.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There's another great character, Chiaki. She's the ultimate gamer, but she acts more like Kyoko, where she helps Hajime solve the murder. And she actually takes the survival really serious because she just wants to help others. Unfortunately, not all characters are that likable as the others, and I don't think it's just nitpicky. Some characters don't share the same charm or development. Mahiru is forgettable, Hyoko is annoying, and Teruteru has a sick obsession with women. Kazuichi can be likable since he's more obsessed with Sonya, but that's about it. But then comes Nagito, which I had mixed feelings about him. In the beginning of the game, he was the first person Hajime meets and later became friends with. But suddenly out of nowhere, he starts talking mad and saying he wanted to see hope and despair collide each other and fulfilling his wish to become the ultimate hope. On the one hand, I understand his goal behind his craziness and being the ultimate lucky student, he actually has luck as his special power. But where did he go from this to this?
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
For our mascots, Monokuma is still the same as always, and Usami, now called Monami after the takeover, is the peaceful teacher that wants to spread hope and happiness to everyone. The problem with Monami interacting with most of the students is that, why do they have to neglect her from the group? I know she's the one who sent them to the island, but she didn't tell them to kill each other. Just because Monokuma makes her his sister doesn't mean she supports his actions. Clearly, she's on Team Hajime and she wants to stop Monokuma and his killing game.
But remember, she was the one responsible for this field trip idea, and Monokuma says she took away their school memories so he can get the others to doubt her.
Maybe so, but I would still trust the rabbit for telling me not to kill anyone than the black and white bear that is forcing me to play the killing game so I can get out of the island.
But she still wants them to stay on the island so they can collect hope fragments? Who will want that?
Can you please let me talk about the animation and the gameplay?
Fine, proceed.
From the looks of the animation and gameplay, they're still the same as the first one with new upgrades. The biggest improvement is with the backgrounds because Jabberwock Island is an incredible place to look at with each island having a special theme. Even the character design is well done, giving each character a style to match their personality. For the gameplay, the free time and investigation events still have the same control as the first one, and have a fun scavenger hunt to find Monokuma plushies. The only thing different with the gameplay is during the trial. This time, you can refute an argument or consent with someone to help understand the murder. Another thing that I like is when the other characters refute you and you have to refute back at them so they can understand. I will say one of the downsides to the trial is that some of the mini-games are not as good compared to the original. The logic dive is decent and visually creative, but they made Hangman Gambit into an annoying crash course whenever some mismatched letters collide with each other, and it just doesn't work compared to the original. and the pan and talk button doesn't have a good rhythm mechanic. You can just hold the X button to get the combos and let go to attack. Believe me, don't press it rapidly. I know it's a challenging game, but there gotta be some limits here. However, at the end of the day, I still find this game as good as the first one. Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is pretty much on par with the first one, but slightly better. Yes, some of the trial minigames are a pain, but it makes up for it with a great story, memorable characters, impressive animation, and a good gameplay. If you enjoyed the series, or if you're looking for a murder mystery game, then this is for you. Like the first one, I'm giving it a B+.
Thank you for your honesty, Mad Hatter Patrick. But now it's time for your punishment.
What do you gain?
Nothing personal. It's just entertainment. My entertainment.
Really? There's gotta be more to you than just your amusement.
I am an entity of despair, and I want to see how much hope I can diminish inside of you. And now, I can this time. Come on, you stupid!
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention I hacked into your chip while we were talking.
What? How did you?
Oh, that's right. You haven't met Marvin yet.
Who?
I am his personal AI. He placed me under the back of his shirt in case of emergencies.
Foiled by dumb luck. Again.
The game's over, Mastermind. I beat you again. Now let me ask you this one question. Who are you?
All will be revealed once we're both ready. Until then, we will meet again.
Should we go after him?
I cannot decrypt his unknown whereabouts, but we should be safe for quite a long time. I will open the doors to the exit to get out of here.
Fair enough. Well, even if this trial is filled with nothing but despair, there is always a glimmer of hope to break through it. I'm Mad Hatter Patrick. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta catch up on my movies and specials. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me for a new review and other project every week. I'll see you soon.